Welcome to the Rime Buddhist Center's Dharma Talk podcast, Achieving Peace Through Compassion. This podcast is a recording of the Dharma Talks given during our Sunday service. This talk was given by Lama Matthew Palden Gocha.
In the vast ocean of existence, our minds often resemble the sea on a stormy day, waves crashing without rest, stirred by the winds of craving, aversion, and confusion. And each thought is like a cresting wave, each emotion a swell rising and falling with unseen currents. We are so accustomed to riding these waves that we forget to notice what lies beneath them. But the Dharma invites us to look more deeply, beneath the surface. Beneath the swirl of mental activity is a stillness, subtle, quiet, always present. This is not a forced silence. It is a natural spaciousness, a pause between the waves. And in that pause, there is peace. In that stillness, there is freedom. Mipam Rinpoche, in his teaching on stillness, movement, and awareness, says, "When you turn within and look into your own mind, if it abides without any movement, that is what is referred to as stillness. When various forms of conceptualization occur, that is movement. And in either case, the mind's own capacity to know itself is what we call awareness. If you sustain this continuously, you will discover for yourself a key point on how various experiences of joy or sorrow arise from the mind itself and dissolve back into itself." End quote. Patrul Rinpoche adds in his special teaching of the wise and glorious king, without cultivating stillness or suppressing the movement of thought, simply maintain the recognition. When the stillness occurs, it is the Dharmakaya's own face. And when movement arises, it is the inherent power of wisdom. End quote. The Buddha did not teach meditation as an escape. He taught it as a return to presence, to clarity, to the unshakable ground of awareness itself. As it says in the sutras, true eloquence arises from peaceful meditation and expanded vision. From stillness comes insight. From insight, liberation. Our ordinary mind is restless. Thoughts arise, loud and demanding, or soft and subtle. Memories, worries, hopes, judgments, plans, they come and go unbidden. Emotions surge like the tides. Joy, anger, longing, fear. We get pulled into stories, caught in eternal weather. It shifts constantly. This is the nature of our conditioned mind. The Buddha taught that all of this, these waves, are impermanent, unsatisfying, and not self. The waves do not define us. They are phenomena arising in awareness, like clouds in the sky. But how often do we mistake the waves for the ocean? How often do we say, "I am anxious," instead of "anxiety is arising"? Meditation teaches us to see the wave without drowning in it. Between each wave is a pause, a gap, not empty, but spacious. This pause is a doorway into insight. Shamatha, or calm abiding, is like placing a jar of muddy water down. We let the sediment settle. We allow the turbulence to quiet. The mind rests on the breath, a mantra, a sensation, and in that stillness, we begin to see. Vipassana, or insight, is the practice of observing without grasping. We do not stop the waves. We do not fight the sea. We allow what arises to arise and to pass. In the pause, we remember, this is not me. This is not mine. This is not myself. The pause is where awareness touches itself, unentangled and free. Liberation is not the eradication of waves, it's the realization we are not bound by them. Freedom does not mean stilling the sea. It means knowing we are the ocean, not the storm. In the pause, we see impermanence clearly and stop grasping. We experience non-self, not as theory, but as felt truth. There is knowing, but no knower to cling to. We touch a peace that does not depend on circumstances. This is nirvana, not distant, but discovered in a shift of perception. Unborn, undying, unconditioned. The sutra says, meditate, do not delay, lest you later regret it. What is at stake? It's not just calm, but it's the recognition of our true nature. Meditation is not confined to a cushion. The pause is always here, available, between the in-breath and the out-breath, between seeing and reacting, between one thought and the next. To live in awareness is to return to the pause. In walking, feeling the space between each step. In listening, attending to the silence between words. In conflict, pausing before reacting, letting the wave rise and fall. And in our routine, one moment of stillness, doing the dishes, brushing our teeth, checking our emails. These small pauses become sacred spaces. And we remember, we do not have to be swept away. We can meet life with steadiness. A wave is never separate from the ocean. It rises, moves, falls, but it's always water. So too our thoughts and emotions arising from awareness, returning to awareness, never leaving it. When we rest in the pause, we remember we are not the turbulence, we are the ocean. We realize we are not the thinker, we are the knowing. We understand we are not bound, we are already free. Liberation is not changing who we are. It is seeing clearly what we are not and returning to what has always been here. Ask yourself gently, where in your day do you most easily find the pause? How might you return to it more often? Even one breath, fully known, can open the door. May all beings find refuge in the stillness between the waves. May all minds remember their oceanic nature. And may all hearts be free. The Buddha said, just as the ocean has a single taste, the taste of salt, so does the Dharma have the single taste, the taste of liberation. I hope that this talk has been beneficial to you. May your week be filled with compassion, wisdom, gratefulness, and joy.
Thank you for listening to the Rime Buddhist Center's Dharma Talk podcast. Music was provided by Barefoot Bran Music. Please consider supporting the Rime Buddhist Center by making a donation at our website at www.rimecenter.org/donate.